Hi Yuki, it's Aussie Villain. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah. What are you up to? Right. Well, good luck with that. Listen, mate. The reason I'm calling is I just wanted to thank you. What for? For ruining our bloody race in Monaco, you muppet. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Kicking Haas. We're going to be in Baku today for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix and very, very excited about this one. It might be a track with the slower corners that could suit the car. Now, of course, last episode we were in Monaco. We were going very, very nicely indeed. Oh, we've got a helipad. Excellent. Don't have to drive to work anymore. Can we actually go and can we just upgrade again? 300 and something grand. Yep, not a problem. We will do that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we were of course doing a very, very good race in Monaco last time out till Yuki decided to stick it in the wall and completely ruin our strategy. We got caught out by the safety car, and yeah, well, that was kind of all that she wrote then, because as we know, we can't overtake on Monaco, even though we were in the middle of orchestrating the perfect undercut. Now let's have a look here. I think our drivers, there is some development points to hand out, or am I dreaming that? Looks like I might have been dreaming that. Correa doesn't get development points because he's garbage, and no, I was dreaming that. So let's go staff, check if we have any development points in our staff. Now we do have one development point there. Who's this? Our head of aerodynamics. So we probably want our head of aero to be sort of as well-rounded as possible, don't we? So we'll add something on there to high-speed downforce, which is, to be honest, what we need to improve on the car anyway. Pit crew management. Now, I wonder if this is why our pit stops partly are so bad. I know there was someone in the comments, or was it on Discord, said that that is partly to do with how good and how quick the pit stops are. And neither of our guys are exceptional. Actually, neither of our race engineers are particularly great, are they? But anyway, we can deal with that at a later date. If we look at our pit crew, now one thing I did want to do, yeah, is we've just focused on tyre changes, because that's ultimately the main part of a pit stop in Formula 1. And, well, we're completely rubbish at it. It's cost us so much time, race after race after race. Now, we do have 11 days, so we will just get straight to this. Our race simulator has been upgraded. So let's go and have a look at what that leaves us with here. We've got a board confidence check-in. They're going to be, yeah, high confidence. They're going to be happy with us. Financial report, as long as that number there isn't 0 or have a negative in front of it, then I think we're okay. Car part development report. So we're good in slow speed. It's the other two that is letting us down a little bit. Though 13th, that's in terms of cars. So if we say we're sort of the 7th team, I suppose. So yeah, I mean, that just kind of all is what it is, isn't it? Now, the race simulator, let's have a look at this. And we now have, is that maxed out? Well, we have one more. We do have one more, 8 million, which will put us down to 10. Oh, that makes me uncomfortable. That makes me uncomfortable just in case. But we'll definitely be looking to get that done as soon as possible, because that'll help us obviously develop our American drivers as they come through. So that is going to be important for us. We've got another facility upgrade. That is to the helipad. Excellent news. And we've also completed the design on our rear wing. So let's go and have a look at that. We've also completed the manufacturing of a chassis. Now, was that because we were short? I can't completely remember, but we'll go and check that out. We've got some low morale, which is not great, but it happens, I suppose. Manufacture, so that was, we've got 5 of them in the warehouse, so that was just adding to the pool. Now, one thing we do want to do, though, is go and have a look at manufacturing our new rear wing that we have just developed. So rear wing, we want to do this one. Let's see, we've got how many days? 4 days to the next Grand Prix. So can we emergency build 4, so we have them for Azerbaijan 2 million. That's fine. And then what we'll do is we will regular build another 2, so we build up a bit of a stock of them over the course of, because let's face it, someone's going to crash at some point, aren't they? So there we go. So that is that. Now, do we want to do anything further here? We have an underfloor being developed. Now, I think, am I mistaken in thinking we've burnt through all our let's just say, okay, let's say we're going to do suspension. We've burnt through all our time, haven't we? Yeah, so we get more in 21 days, so we'll then look to do more. Question for the comments, at what point do we think we just start focusing on next season's car? I mean, the traditional time is the summer break, isn't it? Helipad complete, that's all nice and good. And, I mean, it's not much to just keep doing it, is it? Let's just keep it. We're just essentially building a whole new helipad here, which is wonderful stuff. So that is that. Have we missed something here? Kevin Magnussen has low morale. Well, if you stop sending it off into the sticks, mate, you'd be wonderful. And we have now got construction complete in our hospitality area. I think we need to lay off the facilities maybe just for a little bit here. We've got our race preview as well. Our hospitality is team of... So we didn't have a hospitality area before that, which seems... Yeah, it's 1.8. I'm just a little bit concerned, you know, new game and all, not 100% sure. The weather center was something we needed to do, though, wasn't it? 1.5 million. I think I might do that because we saw in Miami that could actually gain us a very good race result if we get that at the right time. So Logan Sargeant has a development point, so let's go and add that onto him so he has that ready to go here. Smoothness, cornering. Yeah, we'll get that up a little bit. It'll help with his pace. So this takes us to Azerbaijan now. We've got a new rear wing, which is exciting. Let's have a look at the track. Well, you can see the 3 sectors there, red, blue, and yellow. So that's more for qualifying when we are looking for sector times. You can see, though, lots of red corners, slow corners, which means traction zones as well. So that's going to help our car a lot. And if this new rear wing can give us some speed down the straights, then we just might be in for a very good weekend here. So we'll see how we go. Now, performance targets qualifying. 1 car in the top 12. I'd like to think we could do that, couldn't we? Q2. I mean, if we're aiming to reach Q3, someone will reach Q2, surely. I've jinxed that horribly, I know, but come on. 12th, we'll see how we go with that. I'm not going to try for fastest lap. And our streaks, well, we need 1 more of both cars in the top 14. That'll be a bit of a stretch maybe for Logan Sargeant, but 1 car in the top 14, surely again we can manage that with one of our 2 drivers here. So let's head off to Azerbaijan. Alright, so the weather for the weekend is just dry, essentially, cloudy and dry, so we're not going to get any help there. Let me know if you think we should be giving Correa some car time because he is American and maybe we do want to develop him a little bit. He's just low potential, isn't he? It feels a little bit like a waste to me to be doing that. But, maybe... Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Maybe we should be doing something to try and help him out a little bit. Let's just leave all that as it is. All right, I will go and send these guys out and we'll start working on a setup and I'll catch you up how we're going. Now, I've just realized I didn't install the new rear wings on the cars, so we won't have them for FP1. We'll get them on... It's going to take too much time, isn't it? I'll see how long it's going to take to change. What an idiot I am. We can't afford to lose the track time, but equally, we need to get the drivers used to them as well, don't we? Oh, I'm an idiot sometimes. God damn it. Okay, so it's going to take 12 minutes to change it. I brought K-Mag in. There's no sense not doing it because we need to know for the race. It's going to probably change the setup anyway, so we'll do it. We'll change it now. All right, so K-Mag has come in, and it is bad. It's just bad. All right, and Logan Sargeant has come in, and it is marginally better, but not by much. So, yeah, we've going to call this an epic fail for the first attempt, and we'll have another go and send them back out. Okay, so FP1 has finished. Now, considering we wasted time in the pits because I put the wrong rear wing on the cars, we ended up P11 and P15 with Logan Sargeant on the hard tyres. You know what? I don't think that's too bad. So, hopefully that's the low point of the weekend done, and it's all up from here. Alright, so K-Mag has come back in, and we're getting there now, aren't we? The traction is not great, but everything else there is not too bad, so... We probably need a little bit more front wing than that, don't we? Take some rear wing out. No, rear wing makes a big difference on that straights, doesn't it? Let's try that, perhaps, with K-Mag. Oh, no, we need more on the braking stability. Alright, can we... Okay, so Logan Sargeant is in now, and we're getting there with his car as well. So despite essentially wasting most of the first practice session, we're not too badly off here, are we? This could be a lot worse for us. Traction's his issue. So again, we'll play around with it and see if we can get him happy. Alright, so we're running around here with our updated setups in practice 2, and this is looking promising. Magnussen 10th. And albeit quite a ways behind Magnussen, Sargeant is 14th. So, yeah, I mean, that's looking okay. Alright, so there's good news and there is bad news as free practice 2 comes to an end. K-Mag is 9th, which is good. Logan Sargeant, the good news is he's 14th. The bad news is that, what are we looking at there? A 6 6/10 of a second, almost 7/10 of a second gap. So that's a long way off, isn't it? So, yeah, that's okay. It's okay. 14th is still 14th. All right, so Logan Sargeant's optimal 99% is his setup, so that's as good as we're going to get that. We're not going to bother playing around with it, so we'll send him back out and he can get ready for qualifying now, so that's excellent. K-Mag's setup is mid-80s, so we're still working it away on him. But yeah, I mean, if he gets a setup that's 99%, he could be dangerous, still sitting up there in 9th in this session. Something has happened to K-Mag here, and he's out of the session. Is that Vettel in front of him? Is he just going to... Oh, he's Denny Ricked him. Oof, I tell you what, I hope Vettel's okay. That was quite the impact. And it looks as though Magnussen's going to get a grid penalty for that as well, which is... Well, considering he's sitting up there in 9th, we had got his setup up to sort of 90-something%. That's annoying. But Sargeant up there in 13th, he's doing okay, isn't he? But yeah, that's a bit of a kick in the balls for Magnussen. Okay, so free practice is done. Does it tell us what the penalty is? No, but he has got a grid penalty, so that's annoying. Sargeant is 14th, but yeah, well, let's go qualify, and I wish I knew what the grid penalty was before we started. Maybe we'll find out. All right, so welcome back, and we can see that Magnussen's grid penalty is 3 places, so just enough to be annoying, isn't it? You can see the setup confidence. We've got 99 for Sargeant. We have 94 for K-Mag, so everybody is raring to go here. So let's see what we can do. All right, what we'll do is we will send out Magnussen first, because he does tend to be the quicker car. We'll watch our glorious Haas's come out onto the track. And yeah, I mean, Sargeant's got to be trying to get out of this session, doesn't he? P14 in all the free practices, that gets him through out of Q1. All right, so after our first runs, we are in P6 with Magnussen and P10 with Logan Sargeant. So everybody's gone out. You can see we're on the track map there at the very back, so we're going to have the best of the track conditions as well, as long as nobody crashes in front of us. And, well, could we see Sargeant not just out of Q1 here, but potentially as a candidate to get out of Q2, which would be magnificent in only his 3rd race. So we'll see what sort of first sector they can do, and then we'll get a bit of an idea. They are on, both of them, on brand new tyres. There's an argument to say we didn't need to send K-Mag out for this one, given that he's 7/10 or so ahead of Sargeant. I just didn't want to risk it, to be honest. But K-Mag, he's looking very, very good for a top 10 start. Of course, those 3 places for running up the back of Vettel, they could really hurt us. But a green first sector for both of our drivers. Let's go and have a look and see what sort of sector times everybody else is setting. There's a lot of green behind Sargeant. Vettel's going slower. Russell Perez is going slower as well. You would imagine the Mercedes and the Red Bull are likely to be faster than us. So Tsunoda has jumped up in front of Sargeant, as has Russell, as expected. Let's have a look what sort of second sector times we're getting here. Norris is going faster. Stroll is out. Latifi and Albon in the Williams, you would imagine, will be slower than us. Guan Yu Zhou has done 2 green sectors. Both of our guys have done 2 green sectors. So we're going faster as well here. Verstappen goes fastest overall. And here we go across the straight. Norris is about to cross the line. There he goes. He knocks Sargeant down to 14th. Guan Yu Zhou is the one, isn't he? Guan Yu Zhou and Latifi. I think Sargeant's going to get through here, you know. He is going to get through. He's the man at risk. He's only just got through. But let's see what K-Mag does as well. K-Mag goes 8th. So there we go. K-Mag 8th. Sargeant through qualifying yet again. Wonderful, wonderful stuff from him. So into Q2 we go. Okay, so after the first runs, Sargeant sits down there in P14, although Norris has not done a representative time. Magnussen in P7. Now, both of our guys did those laps on used tyres. This is the lap on the new set, as Magnussen hasn't quite crossed the line yet, but he will be across in plenty of time. But let's see what Sargeant can do. He's not a mile off the back of Ocon and Tsunoda, even Zhou in front of him, but Leclerc in the Ferrari is 4/10 up. That will be a big ask, won't it, to be able to overturn that. But again, let's go and have a look and see what sort of sector times we're getting here. And well, Norris behind us is going faster, as is Sargeant. And of course, Magnussen up there in 7th. He's not a given to get through. It didn't look the smoothest, but it's a weird corner, that one. Come on, Logan. K-Mag's done a faster first sector as well. Verstappen, 2 purples, absolutely flying. Now, this car in front of us is an Alfa Romeo, I believe. I don't know which one. They are both still in. Norris has gone faster, so that moves Sargeant down to P15, which is where he got into this session from anyway. So, you know, no harm, no foul there. He's got nothing to lose. Has he done a faster second sector? He has. And now it is all about the drag back to the start-finish line for him. And we'll see what sort of time Magnussen does in the second sector here. Has he gone faster again? Yes, he has. So Magnussen down to 9th. He is essentially safe because Zoe and Sargeant are the only two that cross the line. Zoe has gone faster. Sargeant has gone faster. He goes ahead of Ocon. Well done, Logan Sargeant. And K-Mag now to cross the line. He's already safe, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So we'll head on into Q3. So Sargeant will start the race from 14th. So that is, I mean, that's really good. I've been really, really impressed with Logan Sargeant, I've got to say. But that's all about K-Mag now in Q3. Alright, so we have K-Mag in P9 as he comes around to start his second run. Both runs were on new tyres, so in theory there's not much to be gained in terms of just tyre performance. So it's just up to him. The 3-place grid penalty, of course, ideally we need him to try and get Bottas in front, who's not a mile in front. If he could get, well, Russell, maybe Gasly as well, that would be brilliant. They're all sort of within, what, 2/10, quarter of a second. So that's got to be the target. But let's see if that's something he's going to be able to do for us. Now, it looks kind of dark, doesn't it? I think if I remember correctly, the qualifying in Azerbaijan was rather late in the evening over there. Oh, he's not done that. He's run a little bit wide there, hasn't he? I don't know if that's just not the best animation or if that is indeed representative of a mistake that he's made. He looked better through there than what Logan Sargeant did. Nice quick acceleration up the hill. I don't know if any of you have played the Formula 1, like the racing game where you drive. That section through the castle there is just insane. Alright, so the session has ended. We should be looking at sector times here, shouldn't we? Magnussen is not going quicker. Can he do a better middle sector? Gasly has gone faster. Magnussen is off. I wonder if track conditions aren't quite what they were, though Alonso and Bottas are both going faster. So hopefully he's not a mile off. He's got a really good run onto the straight, and he'll be able to do a little bit better. Perez with a purple final sector. Now, I think that it's actually, so he's gone fastest in the final sector, not actually the fastest time at the end. But let's see what K-Mag has done. He's gone faster. So he will start P9 as cars cross the line, but Alonso already has -3, so he will start P12. So there we go. That is qualifying run and won by Max Verstappen. So it will be P12, I believe, for Magnussen and P14 for Logan Sargeant. So that is absolutely fine. And guys, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up, of course. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. If you are ready to watch the race, there will be a little link up there. You can click on that and it will take you straight through to it. And if not, it's there for you to watch another time. In the comments, let me know your predictions. Where are we going to finish? And I'll see you for the race. Take care.